Everyone knows the Xmithy. It is very difficult to land that ultimate against champions like Zeri. Wukong has the ability to be very slippery with his W. The Silas has a huge amount of mobility. So in terms of the matchup, yes, I am a little bit concerned in terms of will it be able to, but as a result of those changes, we're seeing situations like this. It's also week 1, remember, to shift back. Nisqy.
You guys getting way too excited.
Nisqy forced to use his TP just there, but Perk's already there in position. Alphari also gets to rotate down. And look at this bot lane from Vitality on their way up as well. So Mad will be at a numbers disadvantage if they try to contest this.
Alphari could look to the Glacial Tomb. Chucks it out, hits Elyoya, who's already used the dash away. There's the bubble follow-up. First blood for Vitality.
Clean kill from Vitality. I don't think that they can 100-0 each other. That seems probable.
A lot of damage coming from Kazi. There's the exhaust. Unforgiven stepping forward now, dodging away from the Aqua Prison, but
they still have another one.
They do. They have that second exhaust, so that's Summoner.
Look at Haru hovering around bot, and Wukong is in mid. If he gets spotted, this will be the go signal of Vitality.
Kazi looking for it. Final chapter coming out. Unforgiven looking for the root. The exhaust goes down as well. Unforgiven flashes, dodges the tidal wave, and now LeBron has to be very careful. Haru dives forward once again. Kaiser tries to get back on. But now, that cat has nowhere to go. Put down by Labrov. Vitality 3 on the board.
I think he actually picked that one up because of the electrocute just here.
Yep.
Huh.
Well identified, Betty. Yeah, not sure why it was put down. Call of Fortune coming out. Alphari does get the stun, does get knocked up as well. That Brittle's going to do a little bit of work. Ignite is ticking. Armor low. No mana on him. No mana on Alphari either. It's Ornn. Ornn always wins. Alphari with the grass proc gets a little bit of healing back. As Armor looks for more of a trade. They have no mana. And Nisqy has enough to secure his first kill of summer.
I think if Nisqy didn't show up, I don't know if they could have killed each other because they had no mana. But Nisqy is able to secure the kill. Vitality will use this Herald in the bot lane to get a couple plates for Labrov and Kazi. This will be an exchange back.
The rest of the map, relatively even. There's about a 400 difference between Unforgiven and Kazi, and then, of course, support difference. We can talk about it if you want. Getting 700 gold closer to your, well, Imperial mandate for Labrov is a big thing. And we'll see how they're able to use that Mythic, because Labrov is the strongest right now that he'll be in the entire game. That's kind of how supports work. As Perks comes in, Nisqy's going to have to flash across the wall here. Perks could slide and glide forward, but even with the tidal wave moving in, he decides against following up.
Mid and drop the Herald there to trade it back in their favor. So while Mad will secure this one, Vitality should be able to secure another, and if they wanted to, they can push towards the second tier 2.
They're going to fight. Elioy is coming. You can see it from the top side as well. Armor diving in.
That's big damage though onto Unforgiven.
Immortal Shield procced. Armor Pape's just looking for something here. Elioy goes forward, but it's only Alphari who's found, and Armor will walk away. The tower fallen already in the mid lane, and as you say, I think the fact that Unforgiven was chunked out so much forced Mad Lions to reevaluate
roster, and when you slow the game down, it gives them the ability to set up these very choreographed plays and execute them very well. With the dragon spawning, Vitality, this will be the next objective, and Elyoya finds himself sitting on a ward.
Unforgiven going forward as well. Perks looking for the flank here. Armor goes for him. Perks able to slide away. Call of the Fortune going in as well. Elyoya could go for the engage. Nisqy in from the side. He misses the chains. Both of them knocked up between them. Haru, though, locked up by Armored Mad Lions with their third kill of the game. Turn their eyes back towards the dragon.
So I'm surprised that engage went so poorly, considering Vitality had so much information. Armor will flash away, but this will secure the second dragon of the game towards Mad Lions. This will be another kill. But a lot of
doesn't have flash, of course. Elyoya spotted on a ward, just making sure that Alphari doesn't stay too much longer. Ping is coming down towards the mid lane. Armor's going to dash away here. Kazi going forward. Tidal wave coming out as well. Bellows Breath to stop the stun. Rune Prison locks him up, though. Cullen coming out as the damage continues. TP now. Vitality on the retreat. Final chapter going out. Haru rooted up. Knocked up. Labrov rooted. Shut down. Haru pops the crescent guard. Alphari has to dash away as soon as he TPs in, and Mad Lions find another pick.
Seemed to me that Vitality believed that they could disengage effectively from that fight, but Nisqy really committed, and Armor with a beautiful knock-up onto Labrov meant that they could find themselves another kill, reclaim a little bit of map control. They're still down in towers. Vision, they haven't really been able to push into the enemy jungle, but Elyoya with a pick.
Perks going forward, Unforgiven trying to join Glacial Prisoner onto Unforgiven could be enough to shut down Elyoya. Perks has to flash away. Unforgiven going forward as Kaiser dashes onto his jungler. Haru chunked out. The final shot from the prowling projectile will find its prey. Unforgiven ignited, ticking, 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 still surviving. Nisqy going in as Perks has to dash away.
Mad continue to find picks, and they may very well be able to force a Baron here. Question is, if they're going to do it. Looks like
a little bit trickier to stay under your tower, because Armor can just tank it for quite a while. True.
I mean, the difficulty for Mad is going to be sieging onto these towers, as he has really prominent wave clear, and then you also have the Lucian culling, and yeah, there's a lot that makes it difficult. Mad kind of has to threaten a dive, or that you leverage them to face check the dark areas of the map, and also that your engage is with you. So really you need to rely on Perks and Niski to act as your side lane.
Stun onto Unforgiven, he dashes across the wall, tidal wave coming out as well. Good bubble with the Aqua Prism, but Alfari now on the back foot. Final chapter coming in. There's the call of the Forge God, the TP on the other side as well, and there's a choke point for Mad Lions. They find one, Niski flashes in, double Everfrost, the Cyclone follows, and Leoya is bringing the thunder, bringing the storm to Vitality as they are forced back underneath their tower.
We saw a great example there of what we were talking about in draft. When you lock in Sejuani against a composition like this, there's so much mobility, and I think the engage was good from Alfari, but the gap that Unforgiven was able to create in such quick response as well was just some of the power that Zeri has in this situation. So well played by Unforgiven. Mad find themselves a very quick pick, and the Baron is being started off. This is quite slow. Alfari does have TP.
Good bubble.
And they found Niski.
No vision though. Niski pops the Crescent Guard. Kazi dashing in. Niski exhausted, but Kazi's the one that falls. Niski healed up. Moonstone and Zoomies is just too much. Healing on 12-11 is so darn strong, and Kaiser is showing us just what you can do with a Yuumi pick here. Just be traded ultimate for ultimate. Meanwhile, Alfari doesn't have TP and Niski does. So Niski's now going to teleport up towards this Baron as Mad Lions pull the trigger on it. Vitality's going to try and answer his Perks. Does have a position to get in here and slide and glide his way towards it. Warded Haru, Call of the Forge God coming out. Perks looking to get it across the wall. He's knocked up. Look at the damage of the Perks. The Emperor's Divine goes back. He pops the stopwatch on Yoyo in the midst of them all as he's healed up by Kaiser. Shut down goes over to Armored. There's two as Kaiser takes another. Alfari joins, but it's too little, too late. It's roast boar for Mad Lions as they shut down Alfari, they shut down Vitality, and they secure the Baron.
5-0 in favor of Mad Lions. A clean ace, a Baron in their back pockets, and they could look to end the game.
It feels like this might be what we see from at least the start of 12-11. One team fight defines the game, and Mad Lions found the fight that they had been searching for this entire match. Vitality can only sit in the fountain and watch as Mad Lions claim their first win of summer 2022.
Niski played that final team fight so well, stealing away Perks' ultimate as he got way too close to the Baron. As Perks' ultimate came through, Niski's also then comes through, knocks both Haru and Perks into melee range of the entire Mad Lions team. They get wiped off the map, and then it's just cleanup duty for the Mad Lions. Massive win for the team to start off their split, and this is the performance that the team needed. The introduction of Niski, a fantastic easier, thanks to his ultimate. Now the Akali is definitely much more of a skill matchup, but when I look across this draft, this is a great Akali draft. The thing that you're most concerned about is that Nautilus, because the ultimate can be super obnoxious for you. But when I think about champions that Akali is afraid of, there was a rumble in the game.
A rumble.
The rumble rolls out the red carpet.
Oh, good stun from Genax there. Himself the way flash from Xmadi. Depth charge coming in as well. Jezu does have the killer instinct. They could look for the chase here. Dote trying to turn it around, and the Berserk comes just in time. Bailout possibility as well. Treats dive too deep, and Xmadi takes him out, a double for BDS.
Beautiful play from the bot lane of BDS. Xmadi was put under a lot of scrutiny last split. His bot lane 2v2 performance was not the level that many fans believed was right for LEC, but starting off the split strong, and a lot of credit needs to be given to Audote there. He did everything right. The shielding from his E, the ultimate to buy him a little bit more time, as we see another engage in the top.
Synchro waiting in the wings, though. Serta's on his way up as well. The Gnar back. Agressivo going to try and dodge away. Gilius looking for the damage as well, but Gilius might be the first to fall. Agressivo, one more auto is enough. Genax jumps back in into the charm. The knock up, the CC. Synchro blow. Nuclear Int now joins. Orbit Deception not gonna land, and Nuclear Int will land. His shurikens, dives back in, hits another. Sertus has no charm, and Treats can't hit the dredge line, but Nuclear Int just backs away in the end.
BDS getting kills across the
takeover. They have to back away once again. Xmadi with his second play of the game. Treats and Gilius looking for something here. You can see Sertus on his way as well. Spirit Rush just about to come off cooldown. Dodo does have the hostile takeover here. Gilius looking for the stun. No flash, remember, on Xmadi. He dodges back and forth, but he's still locked up. Hostile takeover coming out. Xmadi, though, locked up and shut down down by SK. He'll come back for a second with the bailout, but in the end, it's Certus
Towards the top side of the map, potentially threatening a dive on the Jax. Mainly, I think his goal was to look for a steal, maybe stealing away a blue buff, maybe some jungle camps advantages, which right now, for them, is that mid lane, which does make a lot of sense. The moment you open up that mid lane tower, it gives you access, or easy access rather, to the enemy jungle. SK, on the other hand, are investing towards the top side of the map. They recognize that if they can get Genex in a position where he can snowball in the isolated 1v1.
That was just such perfect waiting in the bush from SK. And he managed to kill off Agresivo, who did everything right. In
Misfortune and Renata to do what they want, then they're just going to gain all this prowess. So they have to leverage numbers to force them off the space. And again, you're seeing it here. Jezu, Genax, Treat, they're all being brought here to force them off the wave. But it's still not quite enough because now BDS is doing the same.
But the BDS also saw Certus use his charm trying to catch out at Dote, so they know that that charm isn't up right now, but it does come back in time. Everfrost used as well. Treat's looking for the hook. Crescent Guard pop though. So much damage coming out from the MF ultimate. Genax will be forced away. BDS turn their eyes towards the dragon.
Still up though for SK. Ari's ultimate. The Gilius has his ultimate. Kais has the ultimate as well.
So Syncroft, no ult, does have flash, they're just going in, Spirit Rush a possibility, there's the charm, TP behind. Janax, no Hexagon momentum, but can get into this fight, they're looking for the Dragon, can Gilius steal it? He can! Third Dragon of the game over to SK, Syncroft low, will be caught out, the bailout brings him back, but he will fall in the end. BDS still looking for the fight as Janax steps forward onto Agresivo, Nuclear Int could get onto Genax here. Treat's trying to escape down towards the bottom side, and Genax will be caught, and Nuclear Int will get a triple in the fight.
Beautifully played by Nuclear Int, but a good steal coming out from SK means that they will. We're happy to give this one up.
Yep.
And they want to wait a little bit longer, and it's not the worst plan ever. You can see that Certus is very close to that death cap scene. So BDS is playing around the fact that I have no idea where these two players are, and props to Agresivo, he is respecting the lack of information. Oh god, he's...
Everfrost into the Hexagon Maiden, the charm misses. Agresivo with a fancy feat on his debut game on the stage. He tries to dodge away from Certus and Genax. Agresivo building up towards the Mega Gnar, but he just doesn't have the time. SK delayed and delayed and delayed, and in the end, they get their reward.
I really can't blame him for that because they waited for so long, and now Nuclear Int, he can definitely go for this. Flash.
Option for Certus, this vision across the wall will keep Gilius spotted as he puts the oracles down.
So what I will say about this fight now is Genax level 16, Certus level 16, level advantages across the board, items are fully completed, SK look way more confident when it comes to a fight this time round, and BDS still only level 15 on Nuclear, and Agresivo is only level 14. Like, there's a big discrepancy here, and let's see if SK can actually pull out a big fight.
Dragon started, 5,000 on it, Soul. The option for SK, Charm goes in, Syncroft diving forward as well. Gilius gets it, mounted so secure for SK, but Gilius will be able to dash away as well, manages to survive in the pit. Genax is caught by all of BDS, he will pay for the soul with his life. He tries to get away. You guys, you're too overeager, there's no way he's escaping from that. Will BDS pull the trigger on the Baron and say, okay, Genax, you're going to TP in. Agresivo trying to get towards level 16 himself.
Hang on.
BDS started, Treat splashes, Adone tries to flash away, but can't escape. Hostile takeover will only land on to 2. The knock up onto Xmadi on the backline. Bullet time coming in as well. Xmadi low, Certus diving forward. Everfrost over deception. Xmadi still alive somehow. Genax goes in. Xmadi brought back with a bailout, but they need to kill Jezu quickly enough. They can't do it. Jezu will die afterwards. Nuclear Int dies onto Genax as he tries to get the damage down onto the SK top laner. Meanwhile, over deception going in once again. Agresivo just surviving. It's a 2-for-1 so far in favor of BDS in a very messy fight.
Ooh. That was a big... do a lot of damage, along with the true damage that Genax will be able to offer on the Camille. BDS should be aware that something is going on, but it's a little bit suspicious that the jungler is not in the pit. Syncroft with the engage.
Yeah, SK trying not to be suspicious here, but you can see BDS
oh wow, this is
forward.
so fast.
It's already down to 3,000. Syncroft puts a ward in, and immediately it's gone. Gilius smites it. SK able to sneak it away from BDS underneath their noses.
Well played.
On the Drake, it looks like Gena's just going to commit to split pushing here. I wonder how long's on his teleport timer. 26 seconds, so there's a tiniest of windows, like one of those bathroom ones that's really, really small, where BDS could start up this Elder Drake without Genax being able to respond. Agresivo, though, has gone back. Certus here. Charm goes out, stops the charge in from Syncroft. Will be shielded a little bit, and now BDS have lost their opportunity to defenestrate SK. That window has closed, and SK now have control towards this bot side river.
Yes, cannot fit through the window. Here we are, SK Certus with the engage. Charm
away. Charm goes out, as you say. Lots of damage to the backline. Crescent Guard coming out as well as Certus caught in the midst of Nuclear Int. Bailout being used, hostile takeover as well. Treats pops the stopwatch. Gilius not in the best position since he's in the back of the fight, back of the pit as well. Treats will fall. Oh, great snipe! Great snipe onto xMatty. That's a lot of damage, a lot of DPS falling off from BDS. Jezu and Gilius trying to do something here. They still have the Baron.
Immediately back out onto the map. They have the bot wave pushed in. They're pushing out mid. They are removing all of the vision. Surtur should have TP.
Deep. That is deep, and Treats will know he's there when he comes around the corner. Counter TP, use Nuclear Int. Depth charge, a possibility. Killer Instinct in, Nuclear Int. You gotta pull something miraculous here. The TP too deep. SK willing just to lap him up. And now they will turn their eyes towards the Elder. BDS. No real way to steal this unless Syncroft can like flash in, but the Elder will be secured for SK in Nuclear Int. He lived up to his name.
That caught Nuclear Int by surprise. He was not expecting so many SK members to be in that
situation. BDS now very much on the back foot. That sequence of events has led to SK being 3,000 gold ahead, and Elder Dragon to the good. We're a minute and a half. xMatty stepping forward here. Death charge used onto a Dote. There's nowhere for him to go. The bailout won't save you for long as SK get another kill. And with 30 seconds before we hit that 40-minute mark and 30 seconds on a Dote, SK can just push in here. Still a minute and a half on this Elder Drake. BDS have to just give up everything. No real way for them to fight. Spirit Rush off cooldown. Certus could look for something. Flash Charm always a possibility as well, but looks like SK know they've already done a lot of damage to this top tier 3. They'll take that as well. Second inhibitor of the game for them as they lock it out. Nuclear Int trying to step forward, but what do you do into an Elder Drake? There's still a minute left on it. Hex Flash from Treats, thinking perhaps Nuclear Int would step a little bit too far. Certus, Syncroft goes in, the charm into the Everfrost, into the Killer Instinct, but the Crescent Guard enough. Gilius splashing forward, counter flash. Bullet time out from xMatty, but now he's not in the best of shapes as Genex could look for the Hex Gold Ultimatum.
Bit of an overinvestment here from SK. They need to be careful.
They still have the Elder though. Aggressivo could look for Gnar into the wall. Instead, BDS just
win of the split. The Baron is respawning. And SK will be the ones to start it off. Treats is spotted out here, and he knows he's spotted. Does he know that?
I mean, all of SK have been spotted. They know that Genex and Jezu are here as well. Treats already down. BDS could look for a bit more of an engaged charm going out. Crescent Guard available for Syncroft, but very tanky with the
force. A matter of time before SK start the Baron off. They're literally just waiting for the waves to create a point of pressure. And then BDS is going to be forced to make a choice.
Certus with the charm once again onto Syncroft. Crescent Guard will be used. Bullet time coming out as well. Gilius has to pop the Heartbreaker to get away. Nuclear Int looking for a flank position here as he dives in, but it's only onto Treats. Hostile takeover coming in as well, and Treats is very low. Nuclear Int dived on by Genex. Meanwhile, the GA popped on xMatty. Nuclear Int trying to do what he can, but Treats continues to land the hooks. xMatty comes back though. Treats down, 2 down. Genex, Certus, and Jezu have to try and do everything in this fight. The GA still available for Jezu. The charm wide. Syncroft survives all but a session though. Will lock him out. Genex, more Death's Dance and Divine Sundra means he is nigh unkillable as SK find 2 in the fight.
The GA will be popped for Jezu, but it ends up being a 2 for 2. I imagine this will be a third as Genex locks down Odote. But the base again is in shambles. Only 2 members are left alive.
Aggressivo has some, Nuclear Int has some, but the 5-point strike doesn't really clear out these super minions too quickly. Aggressivo going to try and build up towards that Mega Gnar. Does have the Gnar ultimate as well, but look at the damage onto the tower. Genex basically feasting on them as the Cho'Gath ultimate worth the true damage. The Gnar back brings Genex underneath the tower. Nuclear Int looking for the damage as they do manage to kill off Jezu. Nuclear Int has to do it all here though. The GA popped on Aggressivo. Genex looking for the tower itself. Precision protocol enough, and SK will ignore the BDS players and instead take down the base.
It was close at the end there. I really thought that Nuclear Int and Aggressivo could do it. But SK, they played the fights better. Gilius with a number of great steals will bring SK to their first victory.
On this draft. Twitch Yuumi out of nowhere, TF ult coming in. You can instantly turn a 1v1 into a 4v1, and there's an Orianna just to safely round out the comp of Misfits, which is a bit more well-rounded, I would say.
It feels like they've got more versatility. They can look for some picks record because he's the oldest. There we go, 29 years old.
And he'll be playing next game.
They are indeed. Take a look at this. Marcoon and Nukeduck just throwing a thumbs up. Zlatan and VTO dash forward for a little stun. It is replied back. Command Protect doing a lot of work. 200 hit points. Zlatan forced to flash to safety. And he's able to survive. Nukeduck flashes in for the auto. It looked like that was the fight that Misfits started. Nukeduck's got double buffs. VTO's got a under the tower. Marcoon, that was massive. massive.
Oh, Marcoon's got the mental advantage now. Took the crab in front of Schlatten, now he took it. They transition that topside vision that I just pointed out towards the bot side of the map now to free up their bot lane. So wherever Marcoon goes, XL own that side of the map.
This is brutal start here. Misfits would quite regularly fall behind their opponents during the early game. This one at 11 minutes is relatively stable. 1,600. It's the pure pressure from XL. The ability for Destiny, plus you have no idea where Patrick's going to come out. That's what you were sort of talking about. Yes, Destiny was used. No, it didn't need to be cost.
Plays bot. I think it was probably timing out, and they didn't have enough setup to just commit for a full tower. So just pop it, get some plates over to the Twitch. And Finn's just hovering around for now. Someone's going to have to catch top wave. I mean, XL have an option here to send TF running top, and then he can catch the next mid wave. Otherwise, Finn's just going to have to base, because his job right here is a bit useless unless they dive.
Oh, that's the dive forward. Stunned up, locked up, read a book. Mercer is taken down. E2 arrives to the party, but he's too little and too late. Zlatan's making his way through the river and Irrelevant. Can Gnar out, has flash available. This needs to be magical. This needs to be massive. This needs to be immaculate. Flash, that's just one. He found Winnie the Pooh, but it did not take him down. Irrelevant throws out the boulder. He's taken down where he stands. Zlatan's trying to make things work, but he won't be able to do so, and taken out on the retreat. Only one from the flash Gnar into the wall.
Oh, Irrelevant saw it in his eye.
Kuhn didn't find a juicy target. With 20 seconds from Cloud, XL doing their due diligence. Push into the jungle, clear the wards if any, take out the tower. And now Zlatan is just running for his life. Destiny comes in, the storm has been brought, the gold card has landed, and Zlatan gets dunked. Another kill for Patrick as Finn finds Neon. The Misfits are literally running for their lives with their tails between their legs.
And 3 dragons under XL's back belt, and 2 heralds.
Don't be mad for what I'm about to say. Is it the year of the duck? 3-0.
Flash. Ultimate's away, and then he's the one being chased. In comes Nuketug, in comes Patrick, and Misfits have lost the fight.
Oh my word, and he was rat-a-tat-tatting over the wall. Patrick is on a rampage. Watch out once more, looking for somebody to ambush. And 22:41, that's a time. 22:41. No, don't go away, go back to Dragon. The Dragon is secured. Misfits, the first and second fastest souls conceded.
There got his flash. I wonder what HP Neon had as well, because that must have been a single-digit health bar.
Oh, no.
Patrick, maybe they're listening to you, Trevor. Just kill Patrick! Just kill Patrick!
He's dredged like
Get him!
He's silenced, but he's not dead! He's not dead! The perfect game is still on! Now all of a sudden Marcoon's turning around. Neon is down! The 5th kill for Patrick! The Mercer's trying to spy away. The 6th kill for Patrick! And the dream is now dead as a tower has fallen.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. Irrelevant got the top tower, so the perfect game is gone, but they can still keep Misfits on 0 kills. Irrelevant should be as good as dead here. I mean, actually, XL's going towards Baron. Maybe he can kind of hop over the wall and try to kite away. Nuketug doesn't have the ult.
This is going to be one of the longest chases in history. If it continues, old cards, the Narbar starting to ramp up. Oh, missed! Hop sidestepped. Okay, Meganar will buy a couple seconds. It doesn't even get up.
Well, they tried to listen to your advice, Trevor. They tried to kill Patrick. They dove him on the tier 2s, and they all died for it. Gave up a Baron, but at least they tried.
Do you know how low they got him HP? What? Did in spring. Do you see that G2 logo at week 7?
Oh. Yeah, I saw it though.
Okay, great. I'll bring it back in a second. It looks like the fight's happening. Turn off the tower! There's the zap coming out as well. Underneath everything, and VTO goes down. The shockwave wasn't even pulled. Marcoon's looking for 3, but it'll be Finn that picks it up. I mean, that is just obliteration.
It's not very fair, is it? It's like in an MMO when you duel someone who's 20 levels above you, you know? You just stand no chance whatsoever. They're just too tanky, deal too much damage. XL gonna crack open the first inhibitor of the game. Can they end? They have 2 range creeps. Finn's going down to pick up the wave with the Baron buff. Doesn't give him move speed anymore, but it'll be buffed up when it arrives. XL want to end this game.
Patrick's destroying the towers. The minion wave's been pulled up with the buffs. XL are now onto turret number 1. Irrelevant and Mercer asking for mercy because they are irrelevant right now. Gnar into the wall does nothing. Patrick buys some time with the stopwatch. Irrelevant will be taken out. Patrick's looking for another kill to pad the stats. 605. Exquisite, excellent, perfection from XL.
I mean, what more can you want from a game? They gave up no kills and they gave up 2 towers, had a Soul, a Baron, and 15 kills in 26 minutes, and they had 50k gold bang on. I mean, I think if you're a coach of Excel, you're probably pretty proud and happy with them for that game. No one was getting caught, no one was inting. Misfits never really found a single play.
2 things are true about this game. Excel played exceptionally well, and Misfits did not show up. They did not have answers to everything that was happening the moment that snowball...
There will be a lot of healing for the team. Again, a lot of AP for Astralis. I'm a little bit worried for that, but okay. Soraka into Renata. We'll see who gets the push in this lane.
Before we get to lane, zoom out and tell me how these comps are supposed to work.
Well, I think we have a lot of jump straight over the wall.
Oh, remember, it's so difficult to get away from that pillar. Caps throws all in, Paddle Star, Auto, Ignite, 150, 100, the shield comes up. Now Caps is running away. Tayor survives thanks to that shield. And while he's under pressure, Jankos and Xerxes are trading blows. Jungho and Kobe stepping forward. Flash is available for him. Targamas is nearly in range. The heal comes out. The shield buys time. And all of a sudden, Jankos cannot turn it around. That's a defensive flash from Targamas. And Astralis get first blood.
This is first. Astralis' bot lane could just walk into their own jungle. Dayor was hovering around. Bit of a confusing play there, but now Xerxes wrapped around. No flash on G2's bot lane. Kobe has double buffs. Here he comes. Can they get themselves a kill? They're going to focus Targamas.
Seal silence into the root. Xerxes, he may go down first. Needs the healed, and Targamas will be taken out. Jonghoon gets the kill. Soraka, undefeated in Europe, gets the first kill and first assist.
For a top dive here, I mean, did get a little bit harder. Doesn't opt into it, but now he's changed his mind. Chachi's come back. You know what? Maybe I do want this dive. Does hit level 6 though. GP does have the ultimate. We'll see how Chachi plays this.
Long range paddle star. He'll take out the minions. I wondered whether or not Broken Blade had a barrel set up. That's barrel 1 going down. Dragon has been secured. A dash away from Chachi. Needlework is available and fired away. Chachi's going low, and that was well executed from G2.
Yeah, it definitely was. I was a bit scared there for a second when they need to make sure they're clean on the setups before these objectives spawn, or they isolate one member of G2. I think Twitch into GP is perfectly fine for the Twitch to try to assassinate him on side lane. And we'll see how far ahead this Twitch does get, but that's probably going to be their target if they can't find a way in. Xerxes coming back towards top. Broken Blade, no flash.
Round 2, Jankos this time even closer in range. Chachi goes very, very low, throws out all the needles. Jankos going down as the storm is brought. Broken Blade gets the kill once again. Xerxes backs out. I was so excited for Xerxes and Chachi to come back, but these 2 ganks targets either with a hostile takeover, the handshake, the sleepy trouble bubble. G2 want to be the older brother, holding their hand on the forehead of the younger brother, so, you can't hit me.
So first...
Berlin, this is what they want to do. Take a look here, you'll see it. You can't hit me, you can't hit me.
That actually happened to me when I was younger because my brother was so much taller than me, but Caps, he's going to kill him.
He will indeed. The Ignite's burning away. Starcall comes out, and that is the save. The wish does it, and all of a sudden, Caps is now looking for another target. Xerxes is running for his life. The top tower did fall while all of that was going on. And for the time being, Junghoon Soraka has saved his team's lives. It has not put them in an advantageous position, though.
Has been the ambulance Soraka to keep them in this game. I mean, the gold is slowly going in. Astralis can find that angle. For now, they're just trying to push in mid, get some pressure on the top side of the map. 48 seconds on that dragon. To me, it looks like, given this map state, Astralis is just going to give it up, but then you have to ask, what are they going to get it for? Dayor cancels his base top and does an on-the-way ping top side, so he probably wants to push for this tier 1, but G2, of course, our spring champions, know exactly what Astralis are doing. They're going to keep going bot.
Oh, look at that. Onto Chachi. The Herald will come through. So this is now on the retreat. Kobe's waddling his way forward. 4 towers.
5-man mid to get some push. There's no objectives on the map just yet, but maybe they just want to get some control on the map.
Oh. Death Ray goes out as well as Gates. It's a little bit of silence being dropped into Jankos. The pillar throws Jonghoon back. He's got no flash, remember. Stormbringer used defensively. Chachi steps forward with the needles, and they're doing work. And Targamas is down. Astralis have found themselves one. The needles are not yet done as Chachi keeps snipping away. Flack is trying to get into the fight, but he can't. Dayor's now caught and burning. He's run away for his life. Jonghoon's still got Wish available, has still got heal available.
Oh my god.
Jankos is looking for something more. Xerxes, the lightning comes down. Caps over the wall. Paddle. Star's going to fall short. but the CP trouble bubble does not. And that is one tired bear.
That's the pillar on the Soraka thinking that's the target, no flash, but there's not enough gap close. Now, Cap's playing over poke, but he might be caught here. Has flash?
Has flash available. Xerxes flashes as well. Rat-a-tat-tat! The expunge not needed. A handshake pulls Kobe backwards, and he stays alive for Wish just a couple seconds longer. As Targetmaster picks up the kill and finds another onto Xerxes. The poison's not ticking just enough. Chachi is trying to run down Jankos and flashes over the wall. Astralis ran headfirst into G2, but got kicked out the back door.
Yeah, it's 2 for 1 in favor of G2. A lot of summoners burned on the side of G2. Flackhead.
Oh man, he's looking for Chachi. Zapping over the wall. Just firing out all the bursts. Vizichachi dashes off, gets one more heal before he gets taken down, and now Jung-hoon is dead. The healing is great when you have teammates to heal.
Astralis bit off more than they can chew, literally there with the volley barrel. We'll see if they can find Dayora, but he has flash. They might turn towards this Baron. No TP on Chachi. Kobe just respawning.
The angle's necessary. Flacker fires up the zap, doesn't find a target. Sneaky trouble bubble almost catching Delos. Chachi's looking to hop over the wall. Can do so, has his ghost available to him, and now all of a sudden, Xerxes angers the dragon, pulls him out to his pit. Gravity field will buy some time. It looks like they're committing for this one. Targetmaster's making his way forward and waiting for the hostile takeover. It's not fired yet. That was all of a sudden Chachi buying time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members of G2 are on him. But now they turn, and G2 will burn the dragon.
Oh, Kobe!
Kobe's gonna look for another one. He's untouched. The handshake gets great. The
damage!
That's one already. Hostile takeover will slow Kobe down. And it's gonna find another ambush if he can. Get that movement speed up. G2 got the dragon. Astralis get the fight.
I think Astralis could force a Baron here if they have the confidence. 2 members down for G2, and the Soraka can heal to stop the siege, and G2 just want to keep sieging. Chachi's almost like the dam, and G2's all the water. He's trying to stop them from being able to get this tier 2. Even TP's in to defend one mid-wave, so you see the pressure that they're under from the Zoe.
If you can dodge a bubble, you can dodge a wrench. If you can dodge a pedestal, you can dodge a zap. Patches O'Houlihan would be proud. Caps goes fishing and finally finds his targets.
Can they go towards Baron now, G2? They have a member down, or they just want to keep poking.
Just go fishing. This is a game of dodgeball, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else. And right now, G2, the Purple Raptors, are pushing.
Flash right now, just picked up the Renowned Hurricane, so 3 items strong. They'll give up this Drake, but again, 5 minutes more time to buy before the Soul will pop. Will come up, sorry. And Baron's still up, so...
That was going through the walls. And just see how many screens away they were from danger.
Yeah. Need a like a 72-inch monitor to play against these kind of champions. So you're now caught out. GP ult popped.
That's a handshake backwards, so Xerxes will be pushed out. He'll surviving a very long time, trying to get something back from the Targetmaster. Will it survive just long enough for the rest of the team to arrive? Hostile takeover will be traded for the Wish. It's now a 5v4, and look at that! Once again, through the wall. I did not know wall hacks were in this game. As all of a sudden they continue to push. Where is Caps? I'm waiting for the next one. Another shot! 1,500 damage combined.
My God. And the GP as well. Like, we can see the Zoe and the Zeri things, but the GP ult is doing so much too with the barrels, the Trundle pillar. Like, G2 are just farming damage down at this point, and now they're starting up the Baron. Xerxes has ult and flash to get in. He has full vision of this Baron. Does he get it?
Do you believe? No, I do not believe Baron secured. Storms in, flashes out.
I can't believe
G2 expend.
I can't believe like the Soraka's in range, but in comes Broken Blade, manages to take him down, and from there it's a 4v5. Now Caps.
Chachi does have Ghost available. That paddle goes missing. Excuse me, teleport's now coming in. Flash forward, and Chachi's already dead.
Well, Dayora TP's in, but Jankos is there with the pillar.
Here comes Kobe. Here comes Kobe.
Another one.
And watches another one bite to dust. And another one down. Another one down. Astralis are running for their lives. Jankos is taking a lot of damage, but Jung-hoon is now the target. Kobe continues to fire, but there's too many targets. There's too many hit points. There's not enough lifesteal.
Oh,
double kill for Flackhead. And Astralis are aced.
40 seconds respawn timers on Kobe and Xerxes. Dayora's laughing it off, and Caps. A lot of fancy feet footworks there, and the Ghost on Chachi bought him enough time for the rest of Astralis to arrive, but they arrive to their own funeral. They get taken down. G2 aced them clean, 5-4-0, and they should be able to end.
By my statement that this Astralis team will get better throughout the year. Take a look at their spring, summer placements, 9th, 7th, 8th, 10th. This roster will outperform all previous. Today, however, they have been destroyed by G2. G2 looking for the Nexus kill. Vizichachi is going to be able to hold it with all of that AoE. Baron and Powered Minions looking on the bottom lane. 14 instead of a Gwen. One was banned first round. Front line means Kobe has no time. Nexus or the inhibitor turret is once again being focused. Kobe actually eats a close range paddle star. Caps was interrupted. Hostile takeover will buy some time. There's on a berserk and he's dead. He's dead with the barrel and the parlay. Another one will fall as Vizichachi's taken out. Probably almost sneaky enough to take Caps down. 3 members defending a Nexus turret. Jankos throws out the pillar of filth underneath the steps. And we'll slowly turn their attention to the Nexus turret. Zeri, as well as Zoe, having such a huge impact on this game. There's G2 now, starting to style this one out. Looking for another kill onto Xerxes. The old boy been taken out by the old man. Broken Blade goes unstoppable. Stopwatch is popped there by Kobe. Caps is unstoppable. Another ace at the base, and G2 are on fire.
Well, a bit of a class performance there from G2. I mean, their comp was pretty obvious in what it wants to achieve. I think they had a lot of fun playing it. Skill shot galore for them, tossing them across the walls and landing. And then that's their opening. G2 looking pretty crisp, I have to say. The early game macro was good, but then it descended a little. Things to play against in bot lane. Caitlyn Morgana, Caitlyn Lux, Draven Morgana. This is like the S+ tier of Kingdom.
Does Fnatic have to win early or get a lead in order to make their life easier? Because when I see this game going later and later and later, the road composition going on. Keeping an eye on the middle lane. Both junglers making their way towards Humanoid and Larson. Arise and the conquering shifting sands. Threatened Humanoid's escape. That's a nice slide, and the Vault Breaker dented back of Humanoid. One more Sand Soldier forward. Come on, Protect buys just enough time for a quick look backwards, and that was beautiful.
Yeah, great setup there. How they want to control their waves.
Thoughtful plays is, I think, the best description for Rogue as a team. And I'll finish that thought in a moment, because Trimby is going to waltz right into Razork. Here comes Comp as well, landing a couple shots. No flash for Trimby. That's a drop down from Razork and easily secured. Now all of a sudden Comp's in trouble. Razork's down to 300. He brings the lightning down, the crunch, the chomp, the flash, the dash.
Ooh, a kill.
And the spinning axe for upset. 2 easy kills. Trimby just walked right into it.
So, all the thoughtful play there 4v4 for Rogue. Wunder has TP. He could TP to the tower if he wants to commit to the fight. Looks like Rogue are going to give it. But Fnatic know that Malrang has Herald, and they have to match wherever he places it. So I think Razork's just instinctively thinking he's not going to place it top, so it's probably mid or bottom. That's where he's hovering.
Well, let's see what the advantage is going to be. Hilly flash into Soul Shackles. Comp is going to be able to use the cleanse and flash away to safety, plus the Martial Poise. The hostile takeover does delay a little. But 1, 2, 3 summoners at an ultimate use. Malrang forced to Q away defensively, and Humanoids got the hat available. Will pull Larson back. The slide, the glide. There's no Emperor's Divide, but the flash engaged from Malrang. Not enough damage just yet. Humanoids burning, burning down. Malrang's now looking for his life. Larson and Trimby making their way up. Razork's going to be the next target. Can any CC land? Handshake, handshake, handshake is blocked by the Black Shield. And that's the Stormbringer defensively as Razork makes it out alive.
Everyone was fighting, everyone in their respect.
By Razork, trying to put gank after gank into this bottom lane. Hilly's making his way down as well. Trimby's going to throw out those missiles. There's another one. Catching onto Comp. There's no ulti there available. May not be needed. Comp will go down. There's a couple extra shots out, but look, it's a lot of ulti. Back away. Fnatic were making their way up, but I don't think they would have been able to save him had the dive taken place.
Yeah, Herald in Rogue's favor as well. We'll see if Fnatic can trade that for a bot tier 1. Fnatic could move towards the Dragon right now and pick that up themselves, but they're scared of a Herald top, so they want to defend it. Humanoid doesn't have TP though, so it could turn into a 4v4.
Tail being summoned, handshake onto Razork, Dark Binding goes wide, the needlework does a lot of damage, but the God of the Core Forge is thrown out, and that's just to delay. Razork jumps forward into 3 members of Rogue. Wonder stepping forward too. Dark Binding goes awry. Herald taken out by the tower. Now Fnatic are regretting their choices, or are they? Upset's got so much damage. That's a killing spree for him as he takes down Malrang. And the hostile takeover is used defensively. It's really difficult for Fnatic to break through.
The Dragon. 2 dragons under their belt, and now Rogue get that top tier 1 that they were looking for.
And of course, you can see from the Rogue perspective, when those long around, if Upset and Hilly go too far forward, it may be jumped on.
Yeah, they're looking for a pick here. Malrang.
That's it. Onto Hilly. Black Shield was thrown out immediately. Here comes Larson. The Emperor's Divide is available to him. continues to throw out the Sand Soldiers. Upset's running for his life. Hilly's still there and available, and Razork will be the man that's taken out. While that's going on, Humanoid is... You want to see how Fnatic can set up a play themselves, because they consistently are being jumped on. Hex gates are a thing. Malrang is rooted in the Q charge. All of the Forge Guard, Black shielded onto Upset, but he's taken so much damage. Those Sand Soldiers are destroying him, and Hylissang gets popped by Comp. Those Hex gates allowed that to happen.
And that's exactly what I was just talking about, overextending to this top tier 1 when you don't have a tower behind you. Get punished, but as you can see on the minimap there, Humanoid and Wunder have the mid and bot push to get a couple creeps to deny from Rogue. Now we've got a blue buff contest. Humanoid pops the shockwave.
Oh, Trimby's come through the portal. Malrang jumps back in. Larson dashes right back out. Teleport being channeled, and the whirling death does not death any worlds. Larson is now running for his life. This time round, the Hex gates, they come back to bite Rogue. Wunder is snipping, snapping, slicing Malrang, and Larson will be taken out in just a moment or two. Trimby's running for his life, and Wunder's not done just yet. Fate's Call is thrown back up.
Baron's on the cards. Rogue have to force something here.
Oh, Call of the Forge God catches 3, but there's nothing else to follow. You can't run into 5. And Fnatic set their sights on Baron.
Let's see what happens, though, because it's a 3 versus 5. Rogue have no ultimates to work with. Malrang's in 10. I think they have enough damage to commit this Baron. We'll see what Rogue do. They're going to try to contest it. No smite on their team, of course. Comp's on the way.
No hostile takeover. No Fate's Call. No Forge God. What can these 3 do? 3,000 hit points on the Baron. A Rogue Q gets chucked out, and it is secured by Fnatic, as well as additional kills. That's another one to Upset. And Wunder gets himself.
Trimby survives, yes, but in that 3v5 exchange, he goes down, so disaster strikes for Rogue, and it might strike again.
Oh man, now Odo's the next target. He's got his flash available. Here comes Razork as well. Flashed over the wall, sure, but at what cost? There's no ways he gets away. There's no ways he gets away. There's no ways he gets away! Bring the lightning down, Odo sidesteps it.
Oh, he's out.
How the hell did he get away?
Oh, no!
What about scaling? Does a favor I asked you earlier? Do Fnatic have enough damage? A Hextech Soul will absolutely help on both of those fronts. Wow, gets some air miles there for Humanoid, knocked up.
Does he get one back?
Able to shuffle out and gets himself one more under the tower.
He got the wave as well, so they can't push for the tower, and here comes Hylissang.
Oh my word, no flash for Malrang. The Dark Binding connects straight through the wall. Malrang's taken out. To Fnatic are just gifted 2 more kills.
It's Razork getting the dragon. Is Rogue going to be able to stop him? This is really important. So the dragon's on 5k HP. This is the 3rd dragon. You can see all of Fnatic just sprinting towards this dragon. Can they get there in time? Rogue don't have a smite, but they have Comp on the Kalista. Can Razork steal it?
Upset's running his way in.
No!
Secure it! Rend is too powerful. Now Comp is running for his life. Hex gates are so influential this game. Wunder dashes into 3, drops the circle, and Upset stepping forward with that black shield. He gets himself 2 hits for the kill, and the needlework almost takes out Comp. He's trying to hop, skip, Marshall poise himself away. Odo uses the ult to try and save his comrade, but it simply did not matter.
Soul comes through. So Rogue just want to buy time as much as they can, get the Azir a couple more items, play some front to backs, and Malrang.
Oh man, he's jumping onto Razork. That Dark Binding will land. There's no ultimate available here. Wow, that's actually a lot of damage from Upset. Working towards his 3rd item. But if you can hold Ornn in place, you can pick up the 13th kill range that Malrang can use. Larson ignored the bottom lane, is now making his way up top, and Odo does not have TP available. So if Fnatic were to start this, it's going to take time before Call of the Forge God. This is just gone. They're going to be too late if Fnatic stick to it.
Yep.
It's being melted, it's being burned, it's being destroyed. And they're too late to the party. Malrang jumps in, but it may be at his own demise. Razork pushes Larson away. Call of the Forge God comes in, that just lands onto Wunder. He goes golden, and Razork continues to wreck Larson. Hostile takeover by some time. Not enough, though, as all of a sudden Wunder and Humanoid are forcing Rogue back. Comp could not use the front line to push into Fnatic, and Upset's not done yet. The adrenaline rush is up. Spinning axe after spinning axe, he's waiting to find the knockback.
They have a wave top, but I don't think they can end. We'll see what they do. I mean, Wunder could base and TP if he wants to. Humanoid's based, he could TP in as well, but it looks like he's just going to run to mid-wave, and poor Hylissang. He got stuck between Upset and Wunder, and they were just both beating him down. He got taken out, funneling gold into Larson. Odo's holding the push from Wunder. Was looking for some kind of pick. Comp was around, forces Wunder back. Now in comes the siege.
What do you do?
How do they play this? They're just going to take the inhibitor and back off, you have to imagine, but then they have no waves to play on other than bots, so then Rogue should be able to stall the game out. Not the end of the world to lose the inhib.
How do they find their target? Upset took a lot of damage there from the Sand Soldiers, but he healed it up very, very quickly. Fnatic...
But they've just ran away from it. Now Fnatic are on the Dragon. They need to get in, but Humanoid can zone them with the ball. This Dragon Soul is gone.
I mean, it feels like you're chasing a loss when you're using a Fate's Call on a singled out target. The Shockwave was fantastic. Wonder steps forward. He's already taken down Trimby. Turns his needles over to Comp, who's forced to flash away. Naruto's running for his life. Dragon Soul is up, and the Flash Dark Binding won't even be needed. It secures a kill anyway. Now Humanoid continues the chase. Flash is available to him. Get those little shocks, sparks, shocks going down. Fnatic turned this game around and smashed Rogue over the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, that fight was so one-sided, wasn't it? One Shockwave kind of defined it. Wunder came out on the flank. Rogue realistically stood no chance whatsoever. They had some items in their back pockets, but it just was not enough. Fnatic going for the full dive.
Oh man, turn the towers off. They do not care. One more kill for the ace. Too raw. There is the Shockwave used once more. Trimby spawns just to watch his base die. Fnatic have beaten Rogue 15 times in their history. This will be the 16th. And Fnatic make it look good.
They definitely do. Really, really well played. Punishing Rogue's mistake on the overextension and just running away with the game from there.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that game. But those two team fights around the hex gates sort of sealed the deal.
Yeah.
Had Rogue not done that first one, maybe they would not have overextended and allowed Fnatic back into the game.
Yeah, I mean,
both teams showing a lot of good